Yeah, it was awesome. We were obviously on the road for 2 months. We're just saying we haven't been in Perth all year. Like it's been some time and a bit of a shock to the system coming home with three kids running around and a bit noisy out, but it's awesome. It's great to see them. I think everyone had similar emotions. Just good to be back and yeah, good to be with family. How about pretty shortly.
How were the kids? Are they excited to see you, or are they just like, oh, dad's back, no different
Oh,
now?
I was expecting them to wake up a bit earlier. They came in. It was 6:30. It was relative sleep in. So no, it was really good. Jumped into bed and just spend some time with them. It's really good. Yeah, I was saying FaceTime's pretty good, and I think we're pretty lucky to have things like that. But it's no substitute for the real thing. So yeah, it's good to see them.
The energy at the airport the other night was amazing. It felt like a union of the entire team. Does it feel different training when you've had that boost of energy of seeing your family?
No, training's still training. No, it's good to be back in familiar surrounds. I mean, we're going to be on the road still for a little bit, so it's kind of business as usual. But it is nice sleeping in your own bed. I'm not going to lie.
Just while you were away, was kind of, I guess, they didn't want to make excuses and say, being away from family is kind of hard, but we're here to do sort of business. On reflection, though, how hard has it been to be away for 9 weeks? It's a pretty long length of time, given that it's not something that you guys have traditionally done.
Yeah, look, you're right. I mean, we didn't speak about making excuses and stuff. I think I'm, for the most part, a fairly easygoing bloke. So you kind of make do with the hand you've been dealt. Look at New Zealand. They were on the road the whole year. They've been moved around a bit as well, so they got it tougher than us. At least on the back end, as it stands now, we get 9 home games. So it was tough, but you play 14 home games and 14 away. It just so happens we played them in a big chunk.
And the team morale now, I mean, it was a fairly important win as far as just sort of getting back on the winner's track, I guess the Jack Dons.
Yeah, it was. We obviously lost some on the trot. I think we're playing decent basketball. I think it was I guess, really good display in the third quarter. I thought we showed the effort that we needed to, and now we've got to maintain that. That's kind of the standard. But as you said, it was really good to get back in the winner's circle. Yeah, winning's much better than losing, that's for sure.
Unique circumstances this week against Adelaide. They don't have a coach at the moment. And it's the second time this year you've come against the team without a coach. How do you think they will handle not having a coach? Will it be disruptive for them, do you reckon?
Oh, a little bit, but I think if you're not used to change at this point of the season, you've probably got something wrong with you. They'll be fine. They've got good assistant staff, and I'm sure they'll be fine and ready to go. It's at this stage, it's kind of systems based, and everyone kind of knows their stuff. So I assume they won't skip a beat.
It's not as disruptive. People on the outside looking in, we go, gee, that's bad. But it's not as disruptive as a lot of people would think, given how often the team's played already this year.
No, I mean it's not ideal, but I mean you look at the games being cancelled, you've been in quarantine, you're playing on the road. There's a lot of situations this year that have been thrown at us, not only us but other teams, and you just kind of have to handle it. It is what it is, and you can't change it, so you deal with it.
But how's the body feeling? I mean, long road trip on the way back, 13 hours. Are you sort of go for the next game, and how do you feel training today?
Yeah, not too bad. I've always rather enjoyed travelling. We had a long layover in Adelaide, but you just sit there and get something to eat and watch a movie or something. It's not hard by any stretch of the imagination. Yeah, we'll be fine.
And the rest of the guys as well, I think more his ankles have pulled up. He's out there training today, pulled up okay once again for the game.
Yeah, hopefully we'll be all good. Obviously there's some niggles, but I think everyone for the most part is pretty good now. Hopefully, I mean that's Josh's jam and above my pay grade, but yeah, it looks like everyone's going pretty well.
You know, like Kev White wasn't the hardest stuff.
What was that? Sorry.
Kev White wasn't playing today. Is he just ill, or is he?
Yeah, no, I think that's some stuff to deal with. Obviously coming back, it's not only it's a logistical nightmare too. So yeah, it'll be good.
I'm expecting Mitch Norton to be out.
Again, above my pay grade, but I hope so. I'm not sure what the go is with him, but yeah, hopefully he'll be ready to roll on Sunday.
How influential is it to have someone like him coming back into the team?
Yeah, he's huge. He's the things he does, and I think the fact that the amount of stitches he's got in his head is probably a fair reflection on how he plays. He plays hard and fair, and that's what we need. And he's great for that.
It's a little bit hard to get up. I mean, you've come back home and you've got it in sight. You've got 9 home games on the trot, but now you've got to head back over to Adelaide and then also have another little away trip as well. Is that a a little bit hard to kind of get up for now that you're back here? Just want the consecutive home games to start.
Oh, not really. I'd rather get back for a little bit than stay on the road for more. So this is I guess the better option of the options. So yeah, rather than staying on the road for another, I guess, 2 weeks or so, nice to get back home for a couple of days and, as you said, see the fam and see the kids and get back in familiar surrounds.
How good a feeling will it be when? How good a feeling will it be when you finally do get to play in front of the home fans, albeit not all of them? But how good will that feeling be?
Yeah, awesome. I think we're blessed with support in WA. That's always been the case. We still feel it on the road as well, with the messages through and speaking to the members and stuff. But to run out at the arena with however many fans it's going to be, I'm sure it's going to be loud no matter how many of them.
Does it make any difference to the players? Do you think 50% versus 75 versus 100 in terms of how many fans can actually get in?
Yeah, look, I'm not sure. I think I've only played whether it's either full or empty. It's certainly quiet when it's empty, kind of echoes. But it's certainly loud if it's full. I'm sure if it's half full, it's going to be pretty loud as well, that's for sure.
Has the messaging changed a little bit? There's been a large focus on rebounding and that sort of defensive effort. Is that sort of still what the general messaging when you hit the court in training?
I mean, I think that's always a message. And I think we've done a decent job in the boards the last couple of games, but Adelaide are a phenomenal rebounding team, and we can't let that slip. Just because we do all right in a couple of games, it doesn't mean we revert back to what we were doing at the start. So, we'll have to maintain that even more so against a team like Adelaide.